Hello, I'm Maxim Presence, and this is Indigo Minute. I'm excited to discuss with you the topic of beliefs, emotions, thoughts, and actions. These are the fundamental building blocks to your personality construct, your character, or as I like to sometimes call it, your projected self image. Now, before I dive into these templates that are the building blocks to your character, I'm going to discuss and define what your character actually is. You see, your very sense of self, your personality, persona, is actually a projection, a symbolic image that you project within your consciousness and identify as to experience yourself in a very unique yet limited way so that you could positively experience yourself in this new and unique way for the growth and expansion of your infinite eternal nature. Because at your core, who you really are is the infinite and eternal presence. You are the all that is. And your character is basically like a lens that you look through. Your character is literally a very small perspective of who you are. It's like taking your infinite eternal nature and limiting it to such a degree that you look at yourself as this small being to have a very specific experience. So your character is something that you identify with. It's your story. It's your identification with the past and your identification with the strengths and weaknesses and the personality traits that you have and what you prefer, what you don't prefer. Your character is basically this symbolic self that you identify as, while also being this presence that contains that self-image. Now, this self-image, your character, is something that you can change. You can choose with your free will to change it and shape it in any way that's most exciting to you. And so these templates of beliefs, emotions, thoughts, and actions are really important to understand because they're the tools, they're the ways in which you can craft who you are and experience your life in a very specific way that's most exciting to you. So let's jump into the first template, which is beliefs. This is the core building block from which all the other templates spring from. This is the fundamental ground of your, basically these are the limits of your character. These are the archetypal limits to who your character is, your beliefs. Your beliefs are basically how you define yourself. They're the definitions of your identity. Your beliefs are the definitions of your identity. Meaning, when you say, I am confident, I am a powerful creator, that is a belief. That is a definition of who you are identifying as, of your character. When you say, I am a powerful creator in everything that I do, you shape your identity in such a way where you can create from the identity of that powerful creator, because you're creating your definition to be this large circle that says, I am a powerful creator in everything I do. And that definition, that belief that you have inherently within yourself about this is who I am a powerful creator in everything I do, that belief then stems from that belief springs the next template, which is emotions. When you really deep down believe yourself to be a powerful creator, you then start to feel the feelings of what a powerful creator would feel like. Those are feelings like emotions like confidence and energy and clarity and mastery. And these feelings of this inner confidence, this energetic dynamic feeling, then springs into the thoughts you think about yourself. There are these thoughts, like I mentioned already, thoughts of mastery, thoughts of confidence, thoughts of clarity. These thoughts allow you to energetically see ideas and insights and creative capacities that you wouldn't see if you defined yourself differently. So these thoughts that you then think about yourself are the direct result of your core definition of I am a powerful creator in everything I do. They reinforce the emotions of feeling like you're a powerful creator. And if you think and feel like you're a powerful creator, then you're going to then take action, which is the fourth template and final template. It's the effect of the first template of belief. Then you start taking action as a powerful creator in everything you do. When you create, when you speak to people, when you are doing any task, you are creating from that core belief, core definition of yourself as a powerful creator. You're bringing your feelings into it, you're bringing your creative thoughts into it, and you're taking action automatically based on that definition. So your actions are the results of how you define yourself. They are all interconnected. All four of these templates are interconnected. They're all kind of like a package deal. So when you have a belief about yourself that says, I am a confident creator, I am a powerful creator in everything I do, within that package, there's a whole toolkit of positive emotions, empowering emotions. There's a whole toolkit of empowering and refined, pure thought frequencies, creative thought frequencies, thoughts, ideas. And then there's a whole toolkit of bold actions and probable actions you can take from that definition, self-definition. So as you can see, the way you define yourself, what you believe yourself to be, results in how you feel about yourself, think about yourself, and the actions you end up taking. So these definitions are literally, like I said, the limits to your character. So you are only as big as your character, I should say, is only as big as you define yourself to be. So if you, on the flip side, this is the positive example, right, of beliefs, emotions, thoughts, and actions. On the flip side of it, there's also the negative side, because the negative and positive are always going to exist. You get to choose which one you're going to create from. You can choose to define yourself in negative ways, or you could choose to define yourself in positive ways. There's no actual you get to choose. There's no one is not better than the other, is what I'm saying here. Because in my core example of you're taking your infinite and eternal nature, and you're using the negative definition to define yourself as something small, like a character, like a projected self-image, for a positive reason, to experience yourself from a very unique perspective, to grow and expand as all that is. So you could use a negative in a creative way to get a positive result. It's kind of like when you're painting a picture, or when you're drawing a drawing, you have an eraser where you can erase. That erasing is kind of like the negative side, is the subtraction, and then you can add with the pencil tip, which is the positive side. So these are very mechanical, neutral ways of looking at subtraction and addition to your character. You can have definitions that are very limiting and erase some of your expansive nature for specific positive reasons, or you could do it unconsciously for negative reasons. Now, on the flip side, as I gave the positive example, let me talk about the negative way, how you can define yourself in a negative way. So let's say you can say, you could have a core belief, you could have a core definition of, I am not a powerful creator in everything I do. In fact, I am a weak creator, a non-confident creator in everything I do. I'm not a powerful creator in everything I do. Even saying that, you could feel how the energy drops, because that definition is limiting. It's more confining. It's your identity, your character, yourself. Your character self is not as big. You can't create from such a big identity anymore, because you're saying you're not that powerful. You're saying you're not a powerful creator in everything you do. So when you have that negative belief, that definition of yourself, and believe in that negative definition about yourself, then you'll start to feel disempowering emotions. You may feel shy, you may feel timid, you may feel not confident, weak, lethargic. You may start to feel these energetics within you, and then you may start to think negative thoughts about yourself. You may start to judge yourself and say, I can't possibly do that. I shouldn't speak up. I shouldn't express my gifts. I shouldn't step out into the light and really express myself, because I'm not a powerful creator. I'm not going to do it right. I can't do it. These are the disempowering thoughts that support the disempowering feelings that reinforce the disempowering belief that you are not a powerful creator in everything you do. And then, therefore, lastly, the effect is you'll automatically take actions that reflect that. When you're in situations where, you got to take action, when you have an opportunity to take action on your dreams, you may feel those feelings of low confidence, those negative judgments of, I'm actually not deserving, I'm not capable, and you won't take the action, and then miss that opportunity, and then experience some kind of limiting physical experience because of it. Maybe you'll get stuck doing something you don't want to do. Maybe you get some kind of negative experience happens to you because you're not taking action in what you prefer, because of how you're defining yourself in a negative way. So your character can be defined in any way that you can literally imagine, because your character is just a projection. It's just a symbol that's within your consciousness. Who you actually are, you are the creator of that symbol. Who you are is that presence, that I am presence that could say, I am this, or I am that, or I am that other thing. Whatever you say you are is what you are, because how you define yourself is basically what you're going to experience in your life. Now, let me talk about that for a second here. You can use your physical reality reflection to give you clues about how you're defining yourself. Look around your environment, look around the people in your environment, and see how these are the reflections that reflect how you're defining yourself. You can also use your thoughts. You could use your emotions. You can investigate. Basically, take a zoom out of your character, and then be the presence, which perceives that character identity that you call yourself within you. Perceive it from that witness perspective, from the presence perspective, and really investigate. What thoughts is my character thinking? What emotions is my character feeling? These will give you clues as to what your character is being defined as, how your character is defining itself. You can use your thoughts and emotions to trace them back into that core cause, that core template of, this is who I am. This belief of, this is the definition, this is how I define myself, and I believe in this definition of myself. You could use that emotion, I feel Let's say, back to that example of having the belief of I'm not a powerful creator in everything I do. Let's say you're feeling a lack of confidence and you're judging yourself having a lot of doubt and lack of capability. When you notice these negative thoughts and these negative feelings, you can then start to ask yourself, what would I have to believe is true about myself in order to have these feelings and thoughts about myself? Because these feelings and thoughts, they don't exist on their own in a vacuum. They are actually the result of, they spring out of the definition, out of the belief that you have about yourself, out of the way you define yourself. So you can use them to trace them back to the source of that definition, of that belief in that definition that you have about yourself. And that will give you a clue as to, oh, I must be believing that I'm not a powerful creator. Why would I believe this? How is this actually helping me? And when you understand that, okay, well, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm defining myself, I actually don't prefer that. I really would prefer to define myself as a powerful creator that, is empowered in every action I take. Then you start to not buy into the old definition of being a disempowered creator. So you literally will be able to see your character as this complex package of beliefs, definitions, and you can go through one by one and change them however you see fit, however is most exciting to you. And what's exciting overall here is that there is no limit to how big you can define yourself to be. You can, as long as you end up believing in that definition, you have to really make yourself be that new definition, because the job of every belief system is to make you believe that it's true, that this is who you are, and it will use anything it can to reinforce itself. So a positive belief system will use past experiences or memories to give it the strength that, oh, look, I am a powerful creator in everything I do because of, look at all these other times that I was a powerful creator and I succeeded all these times, and look at who I really am. I'm this presence. I am that I am. I'm infinite and eternal. Of course I'm a powerful creator. The positive belief will use everything it can to reinforce itself so that it can automatically produce emotions and thoughts in that theme of self-definition. Same thing with the negative belief. It will use everything it can to reinforce the negative belief. It will use past traumas, past painful experiences, past failures, let's say, to say, oh, look at all these times you were not a powerful creator. You're definitely not a powerful creator. Like, look at these feelings you're having, these thoughts. Like, you're definitely not a powerful creator. Like, you can't not possibly be a powerful creator. Look at all this evidence. So the job of the belief is to convince you to that this is who you are. That's the job of every belief. Now, what's exciting is that every belief can be changed. So the reason it's so self-reinforcing is to give you some stability in your character, because if your belief could be changed, if your belief didn't have self-reinforcing mechanisms, then you could just be walking through life shifting so differently that there won't be a stable reality for you to experience. So because you are experiencing physical reality, the beliefs have these self-reinforcing mechanisms that make you really think that this is very true about who you are, and it is in that moment. But what's exciting is you could always change who you are any moment, because every moment is a clean slate. Every moment is the 0 point. Because if you zoom out of your character and start looking from your true self, that presence perspective, then you could literally decide, okay, look, I've been identifying as this character, this symbol for a long time. and I actually want to be a different character now. I want to identify as a different character, have a different experience, because this is what I prefer, this is what's exciting to me, and this is who I say I now am. And then you could jump back into the character after installing this new belief system, and then feel, think, and act like that new character with that new belief system. And you'll watch as, because you're holding this state of being, this new state of being, you'll watch as your actual physical reflections begin to change and reflect your new defined self. So your physical reality is a reflection of who you believe yourself to be. And if you change the way you define yourself, your physical experience will change. They say that the fastest way to change your life is to change who you say you are. Because once you change who you say you are, everything then changes to reflect that. In a very simple example, if you change the idea from being confident to not confident, you'll notice that if you say you're now confident, all your interactions, your life will expand. If you say you're not confident, you'll see your life shrink away, things fall away from you. So it's all based on your relationship to everything. And like I said, your character is a very complex symbol of yourself. It's like your avatar, your projected self-image. It's a very complex package of belief systems. And you may have a belief system of being confident in one area of your life, but not confident in another area of your life. So these belief systems have many varying levels, sub-degrees of compartmentalization, substratas to them, and most of them were created from your soul, and some of them were created from your childhood, and some of them were created from your conscious present now moment. So it's a mixed bag of, your identity is a mixed bag of belief systems. And the goal, the aim of alchemy is to look at these belief systems and basically transform them from dark to light. Basically, we'll find all the negative belief systems, transform them into positive belief systems, and then refine until only the most relevant belief systems, self-definitions, are within your character, so that you're literally a very hyper-conductive character that is defined in exactly the most exciting way that's relevant for you in the moment-to-moment, spontaneous moment-to-moment. So these are the tools that an investigator, an alchemist can use, a coach can use to really identify why things are appearing the way they are in your life, why you're manifesting things that are positive or manifesting things that are negative. These are the mechanics behind all that. It's all dependent on how you define yourself. So this has been an introduction to these main templates of beliefs, emotions, thoughts, and actions. But there's so much more to dive into within each of them. So I'll have future podcasts dive into each of these individually. However, I want to leave you with this lasting and inspiring thought and feeling to think about and explore, which is you can literally define yourself in limitless ways. So like whatever you can imagine is actually true on some level of existence. So if you can imagine something, that means you could define yourself as that thing and experience yourself as that thing. Now, what if you can take away the limitations? Like obviously you want to take away the negative limitations about your daily life, but what if you could continue to expand and expand into things like the rainbow body, the light body, where you can have this ascension into a symbol that doesn't age, that doesn't die, that can walk through walls, that can precipitate objects, that can know any thought in any moment, that can visit any part of the universe with just intention? What if you can expand your symbol, your character, to have even less limits, to where the things that are normally basically to do impossible things according to our collective standards, things like that I just mentioned. So you could use these tools to define yourself and just be extremely confident and a great creator. And you can also push your identity further into really a multi-dimensional perspective of the rainbow body, the light body, which I will dive more deeply into in future podcast episodes as well. So I leave you with that lasting impression that there's literally no limit to how big you can define yourself to be, because you are all that is. So you contain everything already within you, and you can use anything within you to define yourself in any creative way that you are excited about. In a negative or a positive way, the choice has always been up to you. So with that, I send you many, many blessings, so much love and light, peace, and much love to you.